All right, everybody. Welcome to my video of drawing the Mighty Thor, as it says right there. Thor isn't really a character that I draw that often. So I wanted to draw him because I don't do it that often and because the movie's coming out here fairly soon, and the Thor is going to be a kind of hot topic, if you will. And so hopefully people will be wanting to look for videos of Thor, and hopefully they'll find mine. So right now, what I'm doing is just working on the skeleton of my picture. A lot of people tend to do outside details first. I don't. I think it can be a little difficult to really get what you want the picture to look like. You really have to think before you lay down any lines, and there's a lot of erasing that's involved. And so I find doing this way, you still make mistakes, obviously, and you still erase a lot, but this way it's a bit more controlled. For me, anyway, I find that. Now I'm just adding in his legs here. I didn't want to do a normal stance of him just standing straight, so I had him with his knee lifted a little bit. And right there I'm actually working on his feet. You can't really see it, but that's what I'm doing right now. You'll see him later. I also wanted to draw him in his modern outfit, because if you know about Thor, at least in Marvel comics, the way he started out, he had this really goofy looking outfit that he had for 30 years or so. And for the past, I don't know, 8-7 years, they've kind of modernized it, kind of retooled it, revamped it, I guess you could say. And that's actually the costume that you're going to be seeing in the movie. His costume looks a lot like it did originally, but it's more sleek looking, I guess. Has darker colors, so it doesn't look so goofy, so cartoony. Thank you, Stan Lee. And this hand, by the way, that I'm drawing now, was a pain. I actually continued to work on it through after this video, or after I was done recording this video. I continued to work on that stupid hand, because fingers are really difficult to draw. Fingers and toes are really difficult to draw. That's why I don't, or that's why I don't really like drawing the Incredible Hulk that often. I don't know why. It's just hard for me to draw. Hard for me to draw feet, and it's kind of weird. But anyway, so now it's kind of working on the other hand, which is going to be holding Thor's hammer, which I'm drawing right now. His hammer Mjolnir, which is kind of a goofy name. I never liked that name, Mjolnir. I always thought that was, again, thank you, Stan Lee. I don't know if that was actually the name of Thor's hammer in actual Norse mythology. I don't know. I have to look in on that. But the thing that's kind of a pain to draw with his hammer is there's a lot of angles. A lot of different angles. If you've been to a movie lately, you've seen the giant Thor hammer display. And you just look at that thing, you can see it has a lot of different angles to it. It has a lot of different uh, pieces to it, I guess you could say. And then I kind of reworked the handle here. It was longer to begin with, but I thought that looked a little weird, so I made it a little shorter to give it more of a forced perspective, I guess you could say. I did this completely, without giving too much thought to it. I'm making it up as I go along, basically. Usually I kind of think about the picture I want to do, what I want to draw and how I want it to look. This, I'm just going for it. And so I do pause a little bit to kind of think about basically what the heck I'm doing. And right now I wanted to add in a little bit of a background, because I've noticed on a lot of my other pictures, there is no background. It's just white. It's just the paper. So I wanted to add in a little background just to make it more interesting, give the picture a bit more depth, basically. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if maybe I did a little kind of ruins, maybe like Asgardian ruins or something like that. So that's why I'm adding in pillars right now, kind of a crooked pillar. Maybe there's a battle or something. Jim Lee said on one of his videos, he says, no matter what you draw, even if it's just a picture, there should be a story behind it. Should be some kind of story behind it. So I wanted to add in a little bit of a background, and I added more ruins later. But right now I'm just kind of going by what I want to do. And now I'm just kind of adding in details and adding in his crotch last. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it.